Yeah. How are you? What's your name?
Tired of playing with it?
I don't think so. You don't get tired of that thing.
This is our adoption room, and we had a fabulous December. We adopted out 9 kittens, so it's kind of empty right now. We've already put the word out that we'll take more cats and kittens in to be available for adoption. And this little gray kitty here, she is playing with a mouse that runs on a magnet, and this is the cutest toy I think I've ever seen, and it gives them hours of fun. And that is what Raleigh is doing. Here comes Bosco. Check it out. They're litter mates. And it's just the cutest toy. Would you like to come into the room?
Sure, happily.
This is Leo. Leo is great-grandpa to all these cats. He loves kittens. They sleep with him. He even lets them nurse on him, and yes, he is a boy. He's just a love.
Hi, Leo. Wow.
Come on, Homer.
Homer's a blind guy.
We rescued him from a colony where he was trapped to be sterilized. Caretaker did not realize he was blind. He had part of one eye and no eye in the other socket.
Wow.
And he's had a surgery to take care of his eye issues, and he gets along great. If you just watch him, he doesn't know he's blind.
Isn't that the greatest thing? It's sort of like most people.
I mean, as far as a cat goes, he doesn't remember seeing, so he assumes the whole world is like he is.
I see.
And he gets along great.
He's a nice boy.
He wants to be petted.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. He jumps up on everything here. How he judges height.
How he judges height, God knows. That's what cats sense, huh?
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Hey there.
These
You have beautiful blue eyes.
Okay.
The others, I tried to do everything I could.
You okay? You're in a sling? Is that because you're lounging or because you can't walk?
No, she's resting.
That's a great resting. I'd love one of
Well,
those.
she's
They have them human size?
Persian come with a whole bill of rights on how you treat them.
Huh? I can see that.
This is another area we use to allow the kittens to play in, and if someone wants to isolate 1 or 2 kittens to perhaps bond with them before adoption, we can close this off so they can just bring 1 or 2 cats in. Right now we've got a couple sleeping or resting on top of one of our holding pens, which is a pen that we use for pregnant mothers. So pregnant feral mothers, so they can birth their babies, we can reach in, we can socialize the babies. They all get sterilized when age appropriate, and we will keep the babies to adopt out. Mom will go back to her feral cat colony.
What I noticed about the house is you've got screens everywhere, so even the outside beautiful space is an expansion. It allows you to, this is a great spot. So this is like an initial cattery when you bring them in their wild, their first step?
No, this
No?
is there's some cats in here that are on special medications, and rather than try to round them up on the property,
I see.
keep them in here. We have one guy that's a bad boy. He just beats up everybody. He's in here.
I see.
We use it for different things. There's another cattery on the other side that we use for cats that have pre-cancerous or cancerous conditions, so they're not in the sun.
I got it.
So
Well, you have, they all really
We'll
like
walk
to
all
say
around.
hello. Mostly pretty friendly group.
Mostly, yeah. Well, the ferals are along the gulch.
I see.
Let's go this way.
Hi, you. I feel my legs all rubbed up against. That's fun. It's a beautiful spot.
We're looking at a brand new adoption area. It's not quite finished. We've surrounded it with perfect cat fencing so the cats are contained within. We want to give our older adoptable cats a place where they can be easily viewed all together. So this is basically going to be set aside for 1 to 8-year-old cats, and it's not quite done. We have some buildings in there that provide shelter from the rain, some chairs to sit on. I'm going to show you some cubbies that were built because cats do like to curl up in something.
And I see you've got the fencing so it curls around so they don't crawl out.
Yeah, we want to be able to keep them exactly where they can be seen the most, and it's going to be in this area.
I see.
In fact,
And the ones that are
Gray
out.
back in because he snuck out yesterday.
I see.
And he's highly adoptable. He's an older cat.
A very nice guy. Huh?
Yes, he is. So let's get him in.
Okay. So what are the ones outside versus inside?
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay. All right.
Oops, spider web.
Okay.
I want to show you the cubbies.
All right.
As we approach the buildings that we're putting in place to give the cats shelter from the rain, one of the things we do want to do is put concrete all around it so that the area will dry out for them. And I'd like the cameraman to show you the cubbies that were just built in the little area on the left. These cats do like to cuddle up in small spaces.
I see. That's a very good thing.
So our cat caretaker built these cubbies. Some of them have adjoining rooms.
Well, that's right.
And
Privacy optional, I guess.
yeah, privacy optional.
I ask you if you were chewing at my shoe, but I know better. Who's that?
That's Delilah.
Hi, Delilah. You like my shoe? Does it taste
That's
like
Delilah. She's
a
kind
sandwich?
of unusual, half an orange face, half a black face. She was rescued from a feral cat colony. We think she was hit by a car because her neck is at an angle.
I see.
She was finally adopted about 2 years ago, and the adoptor passed away, a very dear friend of the cats. She was one of our vet techs, passed away at a young age, so we took Delilah back, of course.
Wow.
Okay, I'm starting to warm
So
up.
we're walking out of here. You'll see what you're doing behind me. Hello. Boy, I gotta say, you guys are everywhere, but you all have special and unique personalities. I imagine that many families that see this would want to adopt many of you guys, and we'd be happy to have you. You're very nice and well manicured.
One of the reasons about the homeless is that the cats are going to be outdoors. They're not safe.
Yeah,
And that really
that
explains
makes sense.
Okay, now we're going to go to the other unfinished building. I want to go to the one with the least amount of spiders.
Okay.
I got bitten by a brown button.
Yeah. It's a beautiful property, all these different sections.
Okay, a lot of... The end. This is not for the film.
So this is the back of the same place. Look at that, how much room this is.
Yeah.
Well, that was a really good addition. But with all the cats you have, you need another one. I can see that.
Yeah. We're now facing a, I call it a Tupperware building. It's roughly 12 feet wide by 20 feet deep. And this is going to be the cattery for our senior cats, the cats that are 10 years old and over, and where we're concerned about any change in their physical health, we want to be able to see them all in one place. Right now the building is full of material, but not any cats for two reasons. Well, the biggest reason is we ran out of money. We want to put cubbies in here like you saw earlier in the video. We want to build cubbies in here for them, and shelves, electricity, so that we can check them out at night as well. And of course we must put the perfect cat fencing around it. The whole idea being we want to keep them where we can easily see them. If there's a change in behavior, we can take them to the vet right away and not wait till we have a very, very sick cat. So this is going to be what I jokingly call the senior retirement villa.
Retirement housing, huh?
Retirement housing.
Okay.
And this is one of the projects we're hoping Ahimsa will consider with a grant so we can complete it.
Okay, let's go inside.
Okay, this is just the interior of the building that we want to furnish with cat cubbies, as was seen in another area, and also shelving, electricity. Plenty big to provide shelter. They would not be kept in here. They would have access to it when it rains, which it does quite frequently.
Sure.
Where we live. And this is the area where we can bring people to meet some of the older cats.
When you say older cats, you mean not kittens, don't you?
Not kittens, yeah.
Yeah. But what are the age range of the cats you've got?
Oh, the ones in the office upstairs are 17 years old. There are 4 17-year-old cats up in the office. Probably the oldest cat walking around on the property is about 15 years old.
Okay.
Some of them came with us from the original 9th Life Sanctuary.
And the bulk of your cats are what age?
I'm sorry, excuse me?
The bulk of your cats are what age, and what are the adoptable ages?
It might actually be 50-50 between cats up to 10 years of age and cats over 10 years of age. What's considered adoptable is really up to the adopter. Some people actually call us because they want older cats because they know that they're harder to place. So we love those calls.
May I guess that cats live to 15, 17, and that's about the end of their lives coming?
That's a pretty normal range for cats that are kept indoors. Cats that are kept indoor, outdoor, they have a much shorter lifespan because usually they're hit by cars, killed by dogs, poisoned. There's a multitude of reasons. The safest place for a cat truly is either inside your house or to use fencing like we have here, which keeps them confined in large areas.
It keeps other predators out.
And it keeps
which I imagine up here is more interesting of an option.
We've had
no problems
with dogs because we have a double fence around the property.
I see.
Not the perfect cat fencing. Back of that, at the border, we have another fence. This is just a quick view of part of the property that does belong to 9th Life. We have lots of room to build to help even more cats. And right now, camera is pointed at an area, again, perfect cat fencing around it, cattery in the middle. These are the cats that we know are known sprayers. We don't want to adopt them out because people will return them or dump them, which would be worse. So they have a home for life. We're just not going to try to adopt out cats we know spray and mark.
We got that in that beautiful rain in the sun Hawaii time, huh?
Yes, it is. Okay, now we're going to walk down and around the property and just...
I'll follow you.
Right now we're at the part of the property that borders the gulch. This is where we have feeding stations for our ferals. They can come into the area that does belong to 9th Life, or they can go down into the gulch, I think, which is no man's land. But they are provided with fresh food and water every single day, and we have 4 actual covered housing areas for them, which we will show you briefly.
Wow.
None over here, not even here. Yeah, I came in, Jason, from the fence line.
Yeah.
And brought that. So this is still 9thLife property, right to the edge of the gulch.
Like you say, the gulch is sort of no man's land.
Yeah, well, Gate.
And they can go wherever they go.
Gate tells me she goes down there. I wish she wouldn't. She fears nothing.
Well, maybe she's looking for a wild evening.
There are wild things there. We're still looking at the backside of the property that borders the gulch. This big green building is another area that cats can come in. Our ferals can come in for shelter and food. It actually has holes built in the flooring, so they go under the building and up to the holes in the flooring.
Is there any light in there? Yeah.
No, there's no light.
No light in there.
Again, we're still walking along the gulch area. This is another covered area
For the feral cats.
for the ferals, feeding stations.
What a
And
thoughtful
they usually
woman you
come
are.
out at night, which is why we're not catching any cats now. They are
I see.
feral. They come out at night.
I got it. Wow. You provide a lot of food, I'm sure. Good, and a lot of kitty litter.
Okay, we can. The other thing is here is hello.
Hi.
We're doing our thing. Okay, so we showed them the empty building and we showed them the one on intake areas for our clinics. Right now they're being used for some storage.
But intake area for the clinic.
This is one of the intake areas for our spay neuter clinics. Right now there's stuff up there that the cats like to either sleep or lay in, but this is all removed during a clinic so we can load up the carriers and the traps here as they're taken in for surgery. And we have this new building, is the same as the one you just saw, except this is what we're going to use for recovery. So once the cats have had their surgery, we're going to put them in here for recovery.
I see.
And if you walk with me, I'll open it up.
Sure.
So, we've started our work in here. We need another layer of blocks because we want to be able to have 2 layers on each side to put the cats that have had surgery back in an area where they can be monitored.
I see.
And we did put electricity in here and fans for that reason.
That's great. You know, I can't in any way do anything other than praise you for the amazing amount of care and loving you've given to this culture of cats, you know. If humans had the same kind of care, we'd see everyone would be happy, huh?
Thank you.
Okay, I can tell by the stethoscope, this is a different area, huh? What is this area here?
This is our surgery room. We have 2
operating bays, huh?
Yeah. Yes, 2 operating bays. I like that. 2 surgery tables, 2 surgery lights. We have an autoclave. We have an anesthesia delivery system.
Wow.
A lot of surgery supplies because we are going to be having a 6-day spay neuter clinic in January. So we're excited to get the supplies in. And this is the other area where we are hoping Ahimsa will help. We do pay the vets. We get very good discounted rates from them because we've gotten quite a following now that we've been doing this for 6+ years. Been around longer than that, but been doing the spay neuter clinics for a while.
Well, you get a good reputation, and on an island, it sticks and it grows.
We're going to see more of this on January 19th, the first day of our clinic. We're going to show you a clinic in action, and we are hoping that Ahimsa will help us with some funding so we can keep on doing more spay neuters, the key to controlling the population humanely. Thank you.